What is going on, Tinkers? It's Explorer here, and we're back with some more Tinkertown 2.0. And today, you guys, so I wanted to touch base with you and just show you how you can get into the desert dungeon here, according to how the story wants you to go. You need a key to get into here, and the quest from the sage, the elder, will send you down to an area near the dungeon where you got to pick up the dungeon key mold. It's the knowledge area there for the dungeon. And with that, if you run into this issue like I did, I wanted to share this just in case. So when you get down there, you're going to find a little area of ruins. And in the center is kind of almost like an Egyptian bird statue. I forget the name of whatever that. I know there's a name for it, but that area there, you look around and you're supposed to find this desert dungeon key mold. The issue is that when I got there, I didn't find the key. I had taken out the mummies that were roaming the area. I looked in all the little vases that were there, urns or whatever, and I didn't find nothing. So I left and I came back. And when I did, I had killed the mummies again. And when I did that, one of them had dropped the desert dungeon key mold. So if you run into that issue where you don't get this on the first try from killing the mummies, leave, come back when the mummies respawn, and that may be your issue. So that was the issue that I had. So just wanted to give you that little bit of information. And now with that, I want to go and talk to the sage and get this quest going here, you guys. So we're going to head on down this way here. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day so far, and shout out to all my subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for keeping me going, for helping me grow the channel like I want to, and almost at 600 subscribers, so absolutely amazing. I'm so very fortunate to have everyone who's been subscribing, so thank you. Oh ho, you found a mold for the key. Perfect. That allows me to recreate it, and to be honest, I didn't expect you to find the key. Many tombs and temples were opened and looted by raiders, but these kinds of bandits never value things like this mold. Good for you, or sorry, good for us. I analyzed the mold to magically transmute the key so you can enter the dungeon, and done, here you go. All right, so that gave us the desert dungeon key. So now we should be able to get into the locked door there. So the buried kingdom is next. With the key in hand, I think it's time to delve into the chambers of the dungeon to challenge its ruler, the god of death. He owns several treasures, and one of those may solve your problem with the cold of the tundra. A gem that is like crystalline fire, a source of eternal heat. I'm sure we can utilize it to craft an item that permanently protects you from the cold. Excellent. So that's what we want in order to get into that tundra biome. Perfect. Now, what do you still have for us to build? Desert dungeon key. Okay, so he gives us one, but we can also build one if we have the 4 gold and the 1 sapphire. So that's also good to know as well too. We can build the forest dungeon key again if we really wanted to. So, okay, well that's excellent. Um, the Flask of Restoration converts a bunch of mana into an effect that restores health for a short amount of time. You know, that's actually quite interesting. If you're not using a mana build like I am, I don't really play with the mana in this game. I tend to go with more of a sword and bow kind of build. Um, so not really using mana, that might be a really cool way to be able to heal ourselves. Interesting. Um, all right, so that takes care of that part. So now we want to get down into the dungeon here, you guys. Okay, so before we do the actual desert dungeon, you guys, I'm gonna leave this and try to make it into 2 or 3 parts of its own episodes. But what I want to do is for the rest of this episode, if you want to stick around for the rest of it, I know the focus will just kind of be the first little bit on getting into the desert dungeon, but I'm gonna create some of this food, and I want to kind of skirt through a bit of this tundra biome and show you guys the ability to be able to get in there with the spicy noodles first. before ending up getting the item from the desert dungeon that permanently lets you get into here. So I want to just take a quick peek at that, maybe get a little bit there. So spicy noodle soup made in your crafting table, the stove. It requires wheat, brown mushroom, and chili. You need 4, 2, and 2. And it gives you this frost resistance buff here, which is what we're really looking for. It also increases your speed, gives you increased agility, and healing over time. I don't remember how long this lasts, so that's kind of why another reason why I want to show it off is because I can't remember how long this will give you the buff for to be able to walk around in the snow biome. But wheat and chilies are found both in the desert, which you would see in my episodes if you watch them, and brown mushroom is actually found in the tundra biome. I got lucky. I snuck my way in because I could see it on the edge of the tundra biome in one of these little spots here when I was kind of skirting along. And I was able to just kind of run in, grab them, run out without taking too much damage because when you go into the tundra biome, you take damage from cold over time. So and it actually adds up pretty quick. But we're going to craft a couple of these. Let's say 3, maybe. We'll do 4. So we're going to make 4 of those. And then we're just going to head on down there and just go take a peek at it and just see kind of what we can find a little bit here, you guys. All right, we're at our destination here, so we're just gonna kind of come in here. Now, I'll show you guys what I mean. So if you walk into the desert, boom, I'm starting to take damage. There's 8, and as you move around, you take damage. So we're gonna put one of these on. Now, how long does it last? That's the question. So we're in the cold, but we're not taking damage now. And I don't know how long it lasts. It's this one here, you guys. So it's whatever this meter is with the purple around the square symbol there. That's your buff. So that's how long you have to be in this area. And I actually want to get these guys because they give us the blue slime. And the blue slime is actually what you need in order to make the teleport potions. And I'm currently out of those, and I find them very handy. So, and I apologize, we're back to nighttime again, you guys. So now I wanted to see, can we cut this? We can. Okay, this is a tree that we want. Boom. That gives us the new axe. Oh, and the new pick. Fantastic. Okay, and then we need some of the, there we go, crystal axe. Beautiful. So we're getting crystal. Oh, we can't get that yet. Okay, so what we need is we need to find crystal in order to make the crystal axe, and then we'll come back and get that. I forget what that's called, column or something to that effect. I forget the actual name of it, but there's some crystal here, so we're gonna grab this. And yeah, again, I apologize. It is dark. I came here at nighttime. The day-night cycle does go pretty quick, so. But I just wanted to come and I just wanted to have a bit of a peek, and I wanted to grab some stuff here. I think that's perfect, just to get us, just to show off a little bit before we actually get our I don't want to dive too far into it, but just to show off a little bit of it before we get our item that allows us to be permanently here without taking any frost damage. Now, snow, I believe you need in order to make the fridge, perhaps? I don't know if that's still a thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Hazelnuts. Excellent. Okay, well, let's grab some hazelnuts. We're already here, so we might as well grab those. Hazelnut cookies. Perfect. Awesome. So let's grab those. We got an ice specter here. We got to keep an eye on our time. Oh, I forgot those guys teleport. Oh my gosh. Where are you going? Where are you going? There. Okay, perfect. Let's go grab this. And I just received a tip the other day, actually, advising me that the hazelnut cookies are really good and not super expensive to make. They are really good for being able to give you an HP buff later on. So I'm going to play around with those, and then I'll hopefully show those off a little bit later on. Okay. And I don't think, did we get hazelnut? So now my question is, do we plant them? We do. Okay, perfect. So that's all I needed to know. So we can plant the hazelnut cookies when we get back to base, you guys, and we can get that going. Oh, I forgot about these trees too. There we go, crystal heart potion. Now we can make those. Those are such good potions. I love them. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so we're getting a little bit unlocked. Like I said, I don't want to go too far. I know the desert dungeon or the tundra dungeon is way over there. I'm not looking to go too far with it, but I just wanted to kind of get in and get a few things, especially a couple of the resources that are here because they're super valuable. Now, can we jump into this? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, Len, I believe it's Len, who gave me a tip as well too, that you can actually jump into these pools and it will reset your your time, your cold time, which is pretty cool. However, what I am noticing though, oh, there's a brown mushroom thing up there, is that the amount of time now is going down rather quickly versus when I had the food. Okay, so that's good to know too. So it will give you a reset, but if I was to come out here and then go like this and eat this, yeah, it's a much slower effect with the food buff on. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's grab a little bit more and we'll get out of here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Drop a comment. Have you guys tried out the spicy food to come into the snow biome a little bit earlier if you're playing this game? Or do you guys tend to wait until you get through the desert dungeon and get the item that allows you to be in here without taking any kind of frost damage? So drop me a comment. Let me know. How's our time doing? We're about halfway. Not bad. So you definitely get a few minutes out of these potions, you guys, which is very handy. So I was worried it was going to be like a 1 minute buff or something, which wouldn't be very much time at all. So I'm glad that they actually give you what, maybe about 4 or 5 minutes by the time you're done, perhaps. So quite cool. I do want to find some more crystal though. We have 17. I would like to find enough to make the crystal axe. Then that way I know for sure that the next time we come into this biome that we would have, or not the crystal axe, but the crystal pick rather, that I know because I think it's 20 of the ores to make one of your axes or pickaxes. So I'd like to get that sorted out so then that way I know when we come back into this biome that we're covered, that we're going to be good to be starting to get the other material there, the other ore. Ooh, just made it. All right, head back to base here. Okay, so we don't actually need to turn this into bars in order to make the axe. We will, however, need to turn that in. Okay, but the crystal just stays as ore. Okay, cool. So we need this here, and we'll come over here. We'll build this pickaxe. Bam, there we go. Okay, so we've got that. Do I want to make... I might as well just make the axe anyways for now. Sure, let's do it. Rack with crystal axes. Okay, cool. So let's swap out these. We'll get these going. And then I will work at putting away some other stuff here. So we've got both of these, the crystal axe and crystal pickaxe now. So now the next time we go into the tundra biome, we should be able to start working on getting that other ore there. And I'll work off camera on planting some hazelnuts and getting the hazelnut trees going as well too, you guys. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Just basically touch on a couple of things. I know they were sort of two very random different things, but just to give you guys a little bit of a taste of the tundra biome and testing out these spicy noodles before we go into the dungeon and get our item that gives us permanent heat, the cold resistance buff there. So what you can do in order to get into the tundra biome and without having that to begin with. So anyways, with that, hope you guys all have an awesome day. If you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button on your way out for me, please. I greatly appreciate it. Really want to get these videos out there for all the fans of Tinkertown. And yeah, consider subscribing to the channel, you guys. I really appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you so much. Have yourself an awesome day, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.